Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 1985 World Series presented by Inside Pitch and RJL 518 Network. In true World Series fashion, at least in this first game of this series, let's introduce the starting lineups for this 85 World Series. First, for the National League champions, the Houston Astros. Batting first at second base, Bill Doran. Batting second at shortstop, Craig Reynolds. Batting third at first base, Denny Walling. Batting fourth at center field, Jose Cruz. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Jerry Mumphrey. Batting sixth, in right field, Glenn Davis. Batting seventh, in left field, Kevin Bass. Batting eighth, the catcher, Mark Bailey. And batting ninth, at third base, Phil Garner. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros in this game, Mike Scott. And now the starting lineups for the American League champions, the New York Yankees. Batting first in center field, Ricky Henderson. Batting second in left field, Ken Griffey. Batting third at first base, Don Mattingly. Batting fourth in right field, Dave Winfield. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Don Baylor. Batting sixth at third base, Andre Robertson. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ron Hassey. Batting eighth at second base, Willie Randolph. Batting ninth at shortstop, Bobby Meacham. And the starting pitcher for the New York Yankees tonight, Ron Guidry. Welcome to Yankee Stadium and Game 1 of this 1985 World Series between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Let's play ball. Hello, everybody. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you here to Game 1 of the 1985 World Series between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. The Astros went ahead and pretty much cleaned the clocks of the St. Louis Cardinals in the NLCS to sweep them, and the Astros are 9-1 in this postseason and have yet to lose since the first game of the National League Wild Card Series against the Reds. The New York Yankees took care of business against the Minnesota Twins in their American League Championship Series. They went ahead and took care of them in 5 games. The Yankees are 7-2 in the playoffs, and they are going to be hot to trot. I think this could be a very interesting series between the hottest team in the playoffs, the Astros, and maybe the best team remaining in the playoffs, and that's the Yankees. Funny thing was, the team that I felt was the best in the playoffs was the Dodgers, and the Astros promptly swept them out too in their National League Division Series. Steeler fan joins us here first at Yankee Stadium. Big-time Astros fan. I know he's hoping for a big game here to start this World Series off. I think this should be fun. I think this is going to be great. I'm hoping for some good baseball action. And let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees will be Ron Guidry. Guidry is 2-0 in the postseason, and he will get his start today. And also, these pitchers will start Game 5 if necessary. Fans here at Yankee Stadium are charged. They are ready like they always are for a World Series. With the Yankees, it seems like they always go to one at least once per decade, once every few years. But that's the Yankees for you. All they do is win. Let's go to the top of the first inning. Leading off for the Astros will be second baseman Bill Doran. Doran batting .266 for the postseason. He had a very good game as last time up. Doran was 4 for 4 his last time up in the last game against the Cardinals. So it definitely brought his average up a bit. Now batting .266. Here we go. Is everybody ready? I hope so. The 1985 World Series Game 1 is underway. Starts with a 4-1. That is a strikeout. That 2 will get Doran. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Guidry. Yankee Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 1 to walks. Next batter will be the shortstop, Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is batting .289 for the postseason. Guidry will pitch, and that's a 4-1. Again with the strikeout, but the 18 is high. Reynolds will swing 3-6, and he grounds it to second base for out number 2. 2 quick outs there by Guidry. Here's the first baseman, Denny Walling. Walling batting .375 for the Astros in the playoffs so far. Guidry will pitch. That's a 1-6. It's an error on a grounder. Walling will swing 1-5. That is a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. His error rating is a 4. That's a 5. He will not make the error. He's got it. He throws to first for the completion of a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the National League champion Astros, Houston, Mike Scott. Mike Scott is 1-0 for the postseason, although he has a couple of no decisions. So he's pitched 3 games, so he's got 2 no decisions and he has a win. So we go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Rickey Henderson, best leadoff hitter in baseball history, and Henderson is proving that so far. He has a .405 postseason average. Scott will pitch 2-1, and that is a blank. Henderson will swing 2-2. That's a star 6, and he flies out to right. Out number 1. That will bring up left fielder Ken Griffey. Griffey is batting .278 for the playoffs. Scott looking in, and here is the pitch. That's a 4-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-1, and that's going to be a fly out to left. So no help from the stadium there for Griffey. 2 away, and that will bring up the first baseman, Donnie Baseball Mattingly. Mattingly batting .333 for the playoffs so far, so he is hitting his average. Scott will pitch. 2-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Mattingly will take a swing. 6-2. That's a base hit to right field. Mattingly gets a single. He continues to hit well, and he will hold it first. That brings up the right fielder, Dave Winfield. Winfield is the lowest of the Yankee batters right now. He's only batting .135. Checking a strat, see if anything going on. A 6 says no. Scott will pitch. That's a 2-5. It's a blank. Winfield gets to swing 3-5. And against a right-hander, that's a base hit past short. It's a single for Winfield. Mattingly's base running rating's a 3. Becomes a 4 with 2 outs, but he will not make third. Needs to be a 5 in order to get there. So Mattingly will hold it second, and suddenly the Yankees have 2 straight base hits. That brings up the designated hitter, Don Baylor. Baylor is batting .306, so he's overachieving from his average so far in the postseason. Checking on a strat, see if anything happening. That's a 15. No. Scott will pitch. 6-5 against a right-hander. That's a blank. Baylor will swing 4-1. That's a star 5. He flies out to left, and that will end the inning. So no runs and 2 hits for the Yankees. After 1, no score. Yeah. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Astros, center fielder Jose Cruz. Cruz is batting 189 for the Astros, so he has the lowest average on the Astros starting lineup. Guidry will pitch. That's a 1-1 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. Star 4, and he grounds it to short. And that is out number 1. That will bring up the designated hitter for the Astros, and that's Jerry Mumphrey. Of course, we are at the American League ballpark. I do use the DH, so the Astros will have the DH available for games 1, 2, 6, and 7. The Yankees will not have their DH available for games 3, 4, and 5. Mumphrey batting 281. Guidry with the pitch, 2-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-3. That's a base hit with a possible double to center field. Mumphrey rounding first is going to try for 2. His base running rating's a 3. Henderson +1 is a 4. A 1-4. Mumphrey makes second, and that is a 1, and he does. Mumphrey goes to another gear, and the Astros have a man on second. Base hit for Mumphrey, but he does turn it into 2 bags. A runner in scoring position as Mumphrey gets a big hit. That will bring up the right fielder, Glenn Davis. Davis only batting 3 for 8. He's usually in there as a platoon batter against left-handed pitching, so he would be in there anyway if this game was in the Astrodome, because Guidry is a lefty. No strat. We will roll for a strat. That is a 12. Nothing happening. Infield is back. Guidry will pitch. 2-2. Strikeout. 16 is high. Davis gets to swing. 6-5. That's a base hit to right field. Will that score Mumphrey? Base running rating's a 3. The ball is hit to right, so to get home +1 is a 4. But Dave Winfield has an awesome arm. It's a -2 from an arm. So a 1-2, Mumphrey will score. 3-5, he holds. 6, someone is out. And that is a 3. He will not score. He will hold at third as Winfield got that ball in quickly. So the Astros cannot take advantage of 2 hits real quick, but that brings up the left fielder, Kevin Bass. The infield is now halfway, and they're going to play for 2. Kevin Bass is batting .405. He is the leading hitter for the Astros at .405. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Yankees are going to play for 2. We'll check the strat. That is a 2. Nothing happening. Guidry. You're not going to do a hit and run here because Glenn Davis has absolutely no chance to steal. So runners at the corners. Guidry will pitch. That's a 3-1. That's a strikeout. The 10 is going to get him. Struck him out. Against the lefty, Bass is a 9, but +1 from Yankee Stadium makes it a 10. That is a 10, and he strikes out Bass. This time the ballpark helps out the Yankees. Bass is gone. Second strikeout for Guidry. That will bring up the catcher, Mark Bailey. Bailey hitting very well for the postseason. He's overachieving. He's batting .344. The infield now goes back. Strat says a 6, nothing happening. Guidry will pitch to Bailey. And that's a 6-3. That's a blank. Bailey gets to swing. 3-6. And it's a star 6, and he'll fly out to right to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits for the Astros, as they cannot get anything out of that with 2 runners on base. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Yankees, third baseman Andre Robertson. The only reason why he is in the starting lineup is because Mike Pagliarulo was injured and is out for the postseason. He was hurt, I believe, in the second game against the Red Sox. So Pags was out for the year. So Andre Robertson does get the call. Very good hitter, but not good at the feet, and very good range, but very error-prone at third. Scott will pitch. 1-3. That's a range play. Robertson will swing. 4-5. That's a base hit to third, but it's a range play. It's hit to Garner. His range is a 3. Nope, he won't get it, and that's going to be a single to third base. That's a base hit. Robertson it'll be caught in there, brought in, so Robertson will hold at first. That will bring up the catcher, Ron Hassey. Hassey batting .407 for the Yankees. He is the leading hitter for the Yankees in the postseason. Infield is halfway. I will check the strat. Nothing happening. Scott will pitch. 1-5. Strikeout. 20 is way high. Hassey will swing. 4-3. It's a ground ball to first. Do they turn the double play? 4-0-5. Shortstop for the Astros is Reynolds. No adjustment. So a 1-5. They'll turn the double play, and they do easily. Third base to short. Back to first. Double play. 2 outs. As Ron Hassey hits into the 3-6-3. Two away, and that will bring up second baseman Willie Randolph. Randolph batting .212 for the Yankees in the postseason. A little below his average, actually. He's underachieving. Scott will pitch. 5-3, that's a blank. Randolph gets to swing. 1-3. That's a base hit past third. It's a single for Randolph. He must have heard me, so he gets a single. But with nobody on base, though, how big was that double play? And now here's the shortstop, Bobby Meacham. Meacham is interesting. He's batting .400 for the playoffs, yet his average in 85 was .218. And I think right now he may be up for MVP, of course, depending how the World Series goes. Infield is back. They're going to play normally. We will check for strat. That's a 2. Randolph's got a good chance to steal a 13, and Bailey a 0. Be a 1-13 chance for him to steal, but I think with 2 outs, let Meacham swing, so I'll call off the steal, and I'll let Scott pitch. That's a 5-5. That's a walk. That 9 is going to walk Meacham, and that is a walk. Scott walks Meacham, and now runners at first and second. And here's Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 1. So now once again, the Astros in a little bit of a jam. Check the strat. Nothing happening this time. Scott will deal. That's a 5-2. That's again a walk, and that 11 will walk Henderson. And down the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded now, and here's Ken Griffey. They're going to go talk to Scott on the mound, see if everything is all right. You got a couple of quick outs, you got a double play, and now you give up a single, and you walk the next 2. Yankees have a big chance here to get on the board first. Bases are loaded. I will check the strat. Nothing happening there. Scott looking into Griffey. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping Griffey can come through with a hit. Griffey is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Scott. 5-4. Hit by pitch. That 12 is too high. Griffey will swing, and that's a 4-2, and he flies out to center field, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, a couple of walks, but the Yankees strand 3 runners. At the end of 2, no score. We go to the top of the 3rd. Leading off for the Astros, third baseman Phil Garner. Garner batting .371 for the Astros in the postseason. So Mike Scott gets out of a jam. Now we'll see if the Astros can make the Yankees pay for that. Guidry's pitch, 3-4. That's a strikeout. That 9 got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Guidry. Guidry goes down. Garner goes down on strikes, and that will bring up Doran. Doran is 0 for 1. Guidry will pitch. That's a 4-6, possible error. Doran will swing, 2-1. That's a base hit to right field. That ball is hit to Winfield. His error rating is a 3. That's a 9. He won't make an error, so he's got it. He throws it in, but Doran is safe at first with a 1-out single. Doran definitely has some speed ability, but not as quick as you might think he is. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 1. The infield is halfway. Doran on it first. Guidry will pitch. We'll check to see if he gets any kind of a jump. The 8, no, he does not. So Guidry will pitch, and that's a 2-2. Strikeout 5. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Reynolds. And right now, Guidry's doing pretty good. That is his 4th strikeout in the game. 2 outs. Guidry had 143 of them in 85. 2 down now. Here's Walling. Walling is 0 for 1. Does Doran get any kind of a jump? No. Guidry will pitch to Walling. 2 outs. And that's a 2-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Walling will swing. 6-1. That's a star 1. It's a fly ball to left field. That'll get taken care of by Griffey, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The first game of a World Series is one you always would love to win. That just puts pressure on the other team. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's Donnie Baseball. Mattingly is 1 for 1. Scott looking in, and he will pitch. That's a 1-4. That's a walk. That 2 is good. He walks Mattingly. Mattingly will trot down to first. And that is the 3rd walk issued by Scott. Walk number 3. He had 76 of them in 85. But he does walk Mattingly and puts him on base. And now Winfield will come up. Winfield is 1 for 1 with a single his first time up. The infield is halfway. Mattingly on at first. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. And that is a 1. Possible hit and run, but I think Mattingly is a 10 stolen base rating. I'm not going to call a hit and run. I'm going to let Winfield swing away. So I'm going to call that off. So Mattingly will stay at first. Scott will pitch. Infield is halfway. Scott, 4-3. That's an error on a throw. Winfield, 4-4. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Garner. His error rating is a 13. That's a 14. He just misses an error. He will make the play. Now do they turn the double play? 2-0-3. Second base, Doran, 0. A 1-3, they'll turn the double play. And they will. Third base to second base to first base, around the horn, 2 outs. Oh, Garner just missed an error. Just misses it. He bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to make the throw to second and then the play to first. 2 outs. Here's Don Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 1. Scott will pitch. 6-1 against a right-hander. That's a straight home run check. Baylor against a righty is a 14. That's an 11. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for it is Bass. He's going to run out of room. That ball is gone. Home run, Don Baylor. That double play is huge. That would have been a 3-run jack. But Baylor goes ahead and smacks one off of Scott, and the Yankees jump out to a 1-0 lead in the 3rd. Don Baylor gets the home run. Stadium cheers. EA! Section 1933 groans. Ugh. Here's Andre Robertson. Robertson is 1-for-1. Scott will pitch. 3-2. That's a range play. Robertson 1-2. That's a base hit to first, but it's a range play. Walling's range is a 4. Does he prevent the hit? Yes, he does. Walling's got it. Makes a nice play. Throws to Scott covering the bag, and that will take a hit away from Robertson, and the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit for the Yankees after 3. 1-0 in favor of the Bombers. We go to the top of the 4th. Jose Cruz leads off. He's 0-for-1. Fans here at Yankee Stadium like the homer, but they know these Astros, they're never say die Astros so far. They've won 9 straight games. Guidry will pitch. 1-2. That's a walk. That 10 is going to be too high. Cruz is going to swing 5-6, and he flies out to right. And that is out number 1. Next batter will be Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 1-for-1, singled his first time up. Guidry with the pitch. That's a 4-2 against a right switch. That's a blank. Mumphrey will swing 5-2. That's a star 3, and he grounds it to third. Two outs now for Glenn Davis. Davis is 1-for-1, singled his first time up. Guidry looking on, and here is the pitch. 6-3, that's a blank. Davis gets to swing 2-5, star 3, and he grounds it again. He grounds it to third as well. That'll get picked up by Robertson. Throws to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Guidry. So if you're the Yankees, you got what you wanted. You got a run in the inning before, and you did not give up anything on the next one. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ron Hassey leads off. He grounded out into a double play his first time up. So he is 0-for-1. We'll see if Scott recovers from the homer. And that is a 4-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-5. That's going to be a base hit for Ron Hassey. He singles it to right. Hassey will hold it first. And it will bring up Willie Randolph. Randolph singled his first time up. He is 1-for-1. Infield is halfway. I don't think he can see if anything on out. See if there's a pickoff chance. There's not, because Hassey can't go on a steal or a hit and run. So Scott will pitch to Randolph, and that's a 3-6, and that's a walk. The 18, that's going to be good. He walked him. Randolph, a 19 plus 1 is a 20 against righties. He walks Randolph. Scott having some control issues here in this game, and that is the 4th walk issued by Scott. Runners at first and second for Bobby Meacham, who walked his first time up. He's 0-for-0, but he has been overachieving big time in this playoffs. Infield still halfway. See if anything on the strat. None. Scott will pitch to Meacham. That's a 2-4 against a lefty switch. That's an automatic out. Meacham, a star 6. It's going to be a fly out to right. So that's out number 1. Ron Hassey has a base running rating of 1. The right fielder is Davis. He actually has a +1 to a 2. On a 1-2, Hassey will make it to third. On a 6-6, he is out. No, he'll stay where he's at. So the ball was not hit deep enough, and that will bring up Henderson. Henderson 0-for-1. 1 out now, infield still halfway. Check the strat. That's 17. Nothing happening there. Mike Scott will pitch. That's a 1-4. That's a walk, and yep, he walks Henderson again. And the bases are loaded. That is walk number 5 for Mike Scott. And the bases are loaded again for Ken Griffey. Same position he was in last time, but there were 2 outs instead of 1. Griffey does not roll out into many double plays. But they're going to keep the infield halfway anyway. So we got bases loaded. Let's see if there's anything on the strat. And that is an 18, no. Scott bases loaded here against the Yankees. Scott will pitch. The infield is halfway. Here it comes. Scott, 2-2. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Griffey gets to swing. 3-6. Base hit to right field. That is a single for Ken Griffey. Hasse comes in to score. Willie Randolph's base running rating is a 4. Base hit single to right. Plus, you add 1 is a 5. And the right fielder Davis plus 1 is a 6. No throw. Randolph will score. Ricky Henderson's base running rating is a 5. To get to third on a single to right. On a single to right is plus 2, which becomes a 7. He will make it to third without a throw. Griffey on first. 3-0 Yankees on a 2 RBI single by Ken Griffey. And the stadium cheers. Yay! Ken Griffey comes through with a big 2 RBI single. And still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And here is Donnie Baseball. Mattingly is 1 for 1. Walked his last time up. Astros not sure if they want to get the bullpen ready. But Scott right now here has got 5 walks in this game. And that's what's been doing it. I could check the pull rating to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is above his pull rating. He may be coming out soon. He is above his pull rating, which is 11. Bases, runners at the corners. The infield still halfway. I will check the strat, see if anything happening. That is a 5. And the answer is no. The answer is no. Scott will pitch to Mattingly. And that's a 5-4. Hit by pitch. That 9 is too high. Mattingly will swing. 3-5. It's a fly ball to left. Fly out to left. Now that's out number 2. Mattingly's sacrifice fly rating is a 4. Does he bring in Henderson automatically? Yes, he does. Henderson will walk on home. So Mattingly does get the RBI. And that is a 2, so that nothing happens there. So it is 2 outs, but the Yankees now lead 4-0 on the Astros. So he gets the sacrifice fly. And now the batter is Dave Winfield. 2 outs. Griffey on it first. Scott looking to maybe get out of this inning, but right now it doesn't look good. Already down 4-0 to this powerhouse lineup. 2 outs. I will check the strat, see if anything happening. Nope. Scott will pitch. And that's a 4-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 5-6. And that's going to be a ground out to second. Picked up there by Doran, throws to first. And the inning is over. 3 runs for the Yankees on 2 hits, 2 walks, and a sacrifice fly. After 4, Yankees are leading 4-0 in Game 1 of this 1985 World Series. Can the Astros get some runs here and try to stage some sort of a comeback? We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Astros will be Kevin Bass. Bass is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Guidry with the pitch. That's a 4-5 against a right switch. That's a blank. Bass will swing 3-4, and he grounds it to second. And that's the first out. And that does bring up the catcher, Mark Bailey. Bailey is 0 for 1. Where's all my chat, guys? I see 6 people watching, but nobody's chatting. Talk to me, people. Where are you? Say something. Guidry will pitch. 6-1. That's a hit by pitch. That 20 is way out of the park. Bailey will swing 1-5, and he flies out to left. And that is out number 2, as Guidry right now is on all cylinders. And here's Phil Garner. Garner 0 for 1. Guidry looking in, and here's the pitch. And that's a 4-3 strikeout. 13 is high. Garner will swing 1-1, and he lines it right to short. Taken care of by Meacham, inning over. Another 1-2-3 inning by Guidry. Halfway through this first game of the World Series, Yankees are leading 4-0. Don Baylor leads off for the Yankees. He's 1 for 2. The Astro bullpen is ready. Mike Scott can pitch to 26 batters before retiring, although he's already reached his pull rating. I'm going to see if he can go 1 inning here at least. I really don't want to go to the Astro bullpen that fast. But if Scott gets in trouble again, it could be over for him quickly. 4-0 Yankees. Scott will pitch. That's a 6-3 strikeout. 13. Got him. Struck him out. Baylor's a 12. +1 from Yankee Stadium is a 13. And he got him. Struck him out. And that is, believe it or not, the first strikeout for Mike Scott. He had 137 of them in 85. In 85, he was good, but he was not his Cy Young self until next year in 1986. Here's Andre Robertson. Robertson 1 for 2. Scott will pitch. That's a 3-1. That's a home run, question mark. Robertson a righty, a 1-11. The 3 is good. Against the right-hander, Robertson is a 6 or lower. A 1-6, Robertson hits this one out of here. No, but he will get the swing. Robertson 5-3, and he grounds it to third. So he gets a fat pitch from Scott, but Robertson gets over it and sends it to third base for out number 2. And now Ron Hassey. Hassey is 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Scott ready to deal. And that's a 3-4. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 3-1, and it's a pop out to the catcher. Now that's Bailey. His range is a 2. If he doesn't make this, it's going to be a foul ball. Nope, it's fouled away. They'll do it again. It was out of play. So Ron Hassey will get another chance. Scott will pitch 1-5. That's a strikeout. The 15 is high. Hassey will swing 4-2, and that's a star 4. He grounds it to short, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Scott. And the first time he's had that today. He finally retires the Yankees in order, and although that's probably going to be it for him. After 5, still 4-0 Bronx Bombers. Top of the 6th inning. Ron Guidry right now is just pitching an absolute gem. Can Doran get something going for the Astros here? Doran is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Top of the 6th. Guidry doing well. Here's the pitch from Guidry. 5-1 against a right switch. That's a blank. Doran will swing. That's a 2-6. It's a fly out to right. Out number 1. And that will bring up Craig Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 2. Guidry looking on. And here's the pitch. That's a 2-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 4-2. That's a fly out to left. Out number 2. And now Denny Walling. Walling is 0 for 2. Guidry gets ready. Here it comes. 6-1. Hit by pitch. The 18 is out of there. Walling will swing. 5-2. And he grounds it to second base. Randolph has it. Throws to first. Another 1-2-3 inning by Ron Guidry. And he is on cruise control. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Right switch, right. Astros are going to go to the bullpen. That will be it for Mike Scott. A tough outing, really. The Astros will probably go to a right-hander. And with them down by 4 runs, I think they'll just go to Bill Dawley. 5 wins, 3 losses for the series for last year. So Bill Dawley will come on to pitch against Randolph here, bottom of the 6th, as the Astros are going to the bullpen. So Mike Scott gave up 4 runs in this game. Let's see if Dawley can do any better. 1-2. That's a double question mark. That 20 is going to be too high for either side. So nothing happens there. It's a blank. Randolph will swing. That's a 6-4, and he flies out to right. Out number 1. Here's Meacham. Meacham is 0 for 1. Dawley looking in. He will pitch. 2-1. Strikeout. 12. Got him. Struck him out. And he gets Meacham. 2 quick outs already for the Astros. And now here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson has walked twice. He's 0 for 1 so far in this first game. Dawley will pitch. 6-5 against a righty. Strikeout. 19 is high. Henderson swings. 2-2. That's a star 6. It'll be a fly out to center. A nice job by Dawley as he gets the Yankees to go 1-2-3. But after 6, it's still 4-0 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Astros will be Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2. Guidry still has plenty of gas left in his tank. We'll see how far we can go. Guidry with the pitch. 5-3. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium 3-5. And that is a base hit to center field. But it's a range play. It's hit to Henderson, and his range is a 5. Does he take a single away from Cruz? Yes, he does. Turns it into a fly out, and it's 1 away. Nice play by Ricky Henderson, who gets to that ball on the run. 1 out, and here's Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 1 for 2. Singled in the 2nd. Guidry will pitch. And that is Suadice. I will re-roll. Give me a moment here. You know you're getting old when it hurts to bend over, people. We'll do it again. Guidry will pitch. And that's a 5-4. That's a wild pitch, ball one. 6-6. That's at the park again. Yankee Stadium will say 6-2, and that's a ground out to first. 2 outs. Guidry really looking good tonight. And here is Glenn Davis. Davis is 1 for 2. Guidry will pitch. That's a 1-2. That is a walk chance. The 18 is high. Davis swings 2-6, and he grounds it to second base, and that ends the inning. So Guidry's retired the last 12 straight batters for the Astros, and the Yankees are in command. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Yankees leading 4-0. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow on RJL 518, it will be Game 2 of this 1985 World Series. Bob Knepper will be pitching for the Astros, and he will be going up against Phil Niekro of the Yankees. So Knepper versus Niekro tomorrow, Game 2 of this 1985 World Series. Be there or be square for some Saturday night baseball. Bottom of the 7th, Yankees leading 4-0. And I think Bill Dawley, see what they want to do with him. I think Dawley's going to come out. The Astros are going to bring in a lefty. They got left, right coming up. The Yankees are going to go with Frank DePino to pitch. He'll become the 3rd Astro pitcher. So Frank DePino will pitch to Ken Griffey here, starting the bottom of the 7th. 4-0 Yankees. Griffey is 1 for 3. DePino's pitch, 6-3. Against the lefty, that's a walk chance. That 16 is high. Griffey will swing. 6-1. He flies out to center. And that's the first out. And here is Donnie Baseball. How about Don Mattingly playing in a World Series? He never got the chance. Historically, Donnie Baseball never got the chance. If anybody deserved the title, it was him, for at least in the Yankee organization and franchise. He should have gotten at least a title somehow. Never got the chance. DePino will pitch. 6-2. That's a double question mark. Mattingly a lefty. A 1-9's a base hit. That's a 6. And it's a single for Mattingly. Sends it right back past DePino. A 1-out single for Mattingly. He will head to first. And that will bring up Dave Winfield. Winfield is 1 for 3. Infield is halfway. We'll check to see if there is no strat. There is no strat roll, so no strat. DePino will pitch, 6-2. Again, the double question mark. Winfield's a righty. A 1-13's an automatic out. That's a 3. That's exactly what it is. It's going to be a star 4, a grounder to short. Winfield 2, 3, 4. Second base, Doran a 0. So a 1-4, they turn the double play. And they do. Shortstop to second to first, double play, and the Yankees are retired. Although they do have a hit. After 7, still 4-0 Yankees. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Ron Guidry can pitch to 29 batters before he tires. He's pitched to 20 to 24, so we still got some gas left in his tank. We'll see how long he can go. Kevin Bass leads off for the Astros here. He's 0 for 2. They're going to keep Guidry out there. My name is not Kevin Cash. Guidry will pitch 2-5 at the park. Yankee Stadium says 5-6. That's a ground ball to second base. Randolph throws it to first, out number 1. So far, Yankee Stadium is not being kind to these Astros. Here is Bailey. He's 0 for 2. Guidry, 6-1, hit by pitch. That 8 is too high. Bailey will take a swing, 2-5. He grounds it to first. Mattingly's got it, out number 2. In this rapidly moving game here so far. And here's Phil Garner. Garner 0 for 2. Guidry looking on. 2 outs now. Pitch from Guidry. That's Suadice. Re-roll. 2-6. And that's a range play. Garner will swing. That's a 4-4. It's a star 3. It's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Meacham. His range is a 1. Yes, he's got it. Makes a diving stop by Meacham. He's got it. Gets on his feet. Throws to first. Inning over. And that's just the kind of night the Yankees are getting. What a play by Meacham. Needs a 1 and he gets it. Side retired. And Garner just goes back to the dugout saying, man, we can't get a break tonight. We are just not getting a break. Another 3-up and 3-down inning for Guidry. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Don Baylor is the batter, and the Astros are going to go to the bullpen again. And they're going to bring out Julio Solano, right-hander against 2 rights and a left. Julio Solano will pitch to Don Baylor. Baylor is 1 for 3 with a homer. Jack Dawson joins us here at Yankee Stadium. 4-0 Yankees, bottom of the 8th. Solano with the pitch, 4-4. That's a home run, question mark. Baylor righty, a 1-2. That's 17, not a chance. Baylor will swing. That's a 5-5, and he chops it to short, out number 1. 1 down. And now Andre Robertson. Robertson is 1 for 3. Solano will pitch. And that's a 4-3 error chance. Robertson will swing 1-3. That's a fly ball to left field. That's hit to Bass. Bass's error rating is a 0. No problem. He puts it away, out number 2. And now Ron Hassey. Hassey is 1 for 3. Solano looking in. And here's the pitch. And that's 6-6. Strikeout 5. Got him. Struck out Hassey. He gets him. Struck him out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Solano. Will we see some 9th inning magic after 8? 4-0 Yankees. They're going to the top of the 9th. Top of the batting order For the Astros, here's Bill Doran. Doran is 1 for 3. Guidry has a couple of batters he can face, see what they want to do with him, and they're going to go, believe it or not, they're going to yank him and go to the bullpen. Guidry's going to has a chance to get the win, but the Yankees are going to go ahead and turn him around a little bit. They're going to bring out a right-hander. And they're going to go with, it's not really a save situation, but they're going to bring out Brian Fisher. Yankees are going to go to Fisher to close this game out, top of the 9th. Bill Doran will bat against Fisher, as right now the Yankees look like they're going to take a 1-0 lead in this World Series, and pretty easily, I should say, in the way the Yankees pitched. But there's still a lot score games to play. Fisher will pitch. Let's see if the Astros can do anything in this inning. 5-4. That's a range play. Doran will swing. 1-4. Ground ball to second base. That ball is at the Randolph. His range is a 2. And, yep, he's got it. What a play by Randolph. Throws to first. Out number 1. Randolph makes a nice play in the field. And now Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 3 today. 0 for 3 today. 1 down. Brian Fisher. Pitch from him. 4-5. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs. 2 men down, and the batter will be Denny Walling. Last chance. Last chance. Fisher will pitch to Walling. 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Fisher with the pitch, 4-5, strikeout, and that's a 5, and against Walling, that is a 4, plus 1 is a 5 against the righty. That's a 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. That's your game. Yankees take game 1 of this World Series. They shut out the Astros 4-0. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead here as they shut the Astros out. As Yankee pitching just dominated, Mike Scott just gave up too many walks, I think. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Astros, no runs on 3 hits and no errors. That breaks the Astros' 9-game winning playoff streak. They had won 9 in a row before they come in here. They suffer their first loss since game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series against the Reds. Ron Guidry gets the win. He goes to 3-0 in the postseason. Mike Scott takes the loss and drops to 1-1. There was no save on the call. So game 1 goes to the Yankees. They shut the Astros out 4-0. Tomorrow night, it will be game number 2. Bob Nepper will take on Phil Niekro tomorrow night. And now it's a game, and I think the Astros really need to win. I don't think you want to go to the Astrodome down 2-0. All right, you need to steal one here in New York if you want any hope to win this series. For the Yankees, I think already they've shown how dominant they are, and they shut down an Astros team that was really hitting well in this postseason. But when it comes to the World Series, everything is magnified. A great job by Ron Guidry. He only scattered 3 hits, gave up no runs. Mike Scott gave up 4 runs. The bullpen for the Astros did very well, but Mike Scott with 5 walks. And, of course, the home run to Baylor made a big difference there. So a big win for the Yankees in Game 1 of this 85 World Series. And I want to thank all of you here for joining me. Had a small crowd, but that is fine by me. Jay Wallace, Jack Dawson, Steeler fan, 1933. Thank you for joining me. Remember, please vote on your choice for the next season of Inside Pitch starting April 5th. I got 5 choices there. Make sure you put a choice in the comments of that video or on the Facebook page, Universal Baseball, in the comments that I have there in this here tonight. So make sure you place a vote to see what you want to see for the next Inside Pitch season. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for Game 2 of this World Series around the same time between 7:30 and 8. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Yankees shut out the Astros 4-0, lead the World Series 1-0. See you tomorrow night. Take care.